I'm looking into commercial capital training group. The thing about the school was they were eager to get me in the school because it's an initial fee of $25,000. I invested in the group and I started class virtually. I sat down in class every day and didn't learn shit. Kris has given people the impression that you can learn this in a week just so he could take the $25,000. You're not going to learn that in a week.
Here's that his New York home has been raided for a second time. They found an assault rifle and some ammo.
Allegedly spent the money on so far.
Well, not allegedly, he spent it.
I know Kris. Everybody in the loan broker industry knows Kris. Kris set him up as the spokesman, as the advocate, as the chief ethics officer of how to correctly do loan broker business. Lance, who did they do business with? They do it with small business lenders.
We're going to talk about sex, drugs, and money on this video here. It's going to get real juicy. It's going to get real nasty. And we're going to get an insight on what Kris spent all his money on and a few other different things on how Kris ran his business. So
it's like 6 to 8 people in the class. 6 to 8 people. It got so bad that week I did the virtual stuff. I literally told them I might need my money back. And they were like, why? Because I can't consume all this in a week. So they said, hey, come up here for a week and learn it in person. So I actually had to go up to New York to learn it in person.
And that was a one-on-one training, or was it also with a bunch of other people?
It was with a bunch of other people.
Okay, so you did it again. And by the way, I'm on their website right now. It seems like they have a few different packages. So you took the lowest tier package. You took the gold program.
Nah, I actually took, that's the thing. We didn't even get into that part. I actually took the silver package, the $70,000 package.
Okay, so you bumped it up?
Yeah, I bumped it up because I needed the leads, because they put emphasis on if you don't have leads, your business is not going to thrive. So I said I do have an additional 42,000 I could put towards that. I could put towards that. And they said, okay, by all means, let's transfer the money so you can do it.
Okay, what did they sell you on the $40,000? What were you going to get?
Oh my gosh, 15 leads a month for the next 2 years. You want to know the truth? Now let's do the math, right? Let's do the math, Brian. In 2 years, how is it that I couldn't have closed on no deals in 2 years?
Our lead generation program is a 2-year aggressive campaign where we'll produce for you 7 to 25 exclusive real-time leads per month of business owners looking for commercial finance.
How is it that in 2 years, I couldn't close on anything?
And the crazy part is you're somebody that has done loans before.
Correct.
Before you've done it. So how the hell you can close it? I can make an assumption like, okay, you didn't know what the hell you were doing, but you've made money before without the training. You said initially you went to that first class, it was 8 students, and I could assume that at least each one of y'all paid $25K in a Zoom call. That's $200,000 Kris made.
You want to make sure you make the best decision possible with your investment.
There was somebody that was so-called a student of his that got caught up in the fraud case that people don't know.
I told you this is going to get nasty. I told you it's going to get juicy. I told you there's going to just be a lot of stuff going on. Miss Kim Humphrey, we're going to put some stuff on your face there. This is somebody that supposedly was positioned as one of the success stories of Commercial Capital Training Group.
In the Virginia Beach house, they found some drugs. So Miss Humphrey was charged with 1 felony drug possession charge.
Capital Atlantic Solutions, which is positioned as a completely separate entity. And Kim is their golden student. This is the person that has been successful and has, beaten the odds, whatever you want to call it.
There was when I was doing marketing on my own or before my campaign kicked off to when February 1st hit and the campaign kicked off, my was like blowing up.
All bullshit. It was all set up. As you heard the gentleman say that even Kim whenever he was told to meet Kim, he was told to kind of just go with the flow, hooray, hooray, hooray. It's just insane. I don't want to spill the beans, but they were collecting money. Kris was collecting money, and Kris used some of the funds to buy a house for Miss Kim Humphrey. Come on now. Now I'm talking about Kris. Kris is a married man. This wasn't a salary. There was no work that was done for this funds that was given to Miss Kimmy to purchase this property. You know, why?
CCTG training is very intense.
They have no other choice but to come to me, and I charge high interest, but I can get money on the street real quick.
Kris Roglieri personally filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, listed of almost $3 million in debt, including more than $1 million in legal bills. This was filed amidst Kris Roglieri, his accused partner in crime, Kimberly Humphrey, and his company is being investigated. The receiver claimed that he found evidence of a Ponzi-style scheme. Let me paint the picture here. Prime Capital was advertising that they could fund these loans. They really recruited these brokers, these trainers, to go out there and find them large loans. They wanted large, big loans, $100 million, $500 million. That's what they want. Everybody that needed $100 million was pre-approved. 100% of the financing was offered. There was only one simple catch. You had to pay the interest in advance.
Charge high interest.
So, for example, let's just say you needed $100 million. And simple numbers here, interest rate was 10%. So if Kris would tell you, hey, I'll fund your $100 million, but I need you to wire me $10 million in advance before I'll fund you your $100 million. What the fuck is going on? And when Kris, as it pertains to Miss Humphrey here, when Kris received her $5 million, she would go to lunch. He would go to lunch with Miss Humphrey, and Miss Humphrey would say, hey, I just looked at this house here. I want to buy this new mansion over here. And Kris would wire her the $2 million to go buy the house. This is just disgusting. These are some of the people that are listed that they were missing money. You know, and you can see as early as December of last year, they were still accepting funds. You know, they paid $5 million.
I literally spent $70,000 and I'm in a emotional state that I'm losing money, and I'm put my everything into this company, and I don't have a pot to piss in now. You know, I don't have a pot to piss in. There's no way I could pay my bills. And now, right now, brother, I'm at a job, working the job because I lost it all.
That is insane. And I'm assuming, I don't know how much you want to share, but was that straight up cash, or did you have to finance that?
That was straight as cash. I didn't even have finances at that point.
That's crazy. Hey, $70,000 is a lot of money.
Bro, that's the first time, brother. That's the first time I cried in my life, bro. When it even got to a point that I literally start begging them to help me, like, with the business, because I was losing so much money, brother. Now I'm over here trying to find ways to survive. You know, getting cussed out by bosses and all that stuff, and I'm like, damn. I'm still under contract and I still can't get a deal. It was a 2-3 year contract.
For what? What are you talking about? You paying for education. You can do whatever the hell you want. What's the contract for? Make that make sense.
Or if you're under a contract for 2 years, it means that they're required to give you 15 leads a month.
But I mean, the contract does not restrict you from doing anything. It's a contract for them to give you leads, right? It sounds
Correct.
Like a contract. It's just, oh, we are obligated to do this. This is why you're going to give us $40,000. But they're just giving you names and phone numbers that don't lead up to nowhere. They tell you you're going to get exclusive leads?
Nah, because guess what? Another thing too was, bro, this is what mind-boggling is. There's so much I can tell you. There was a point where everybody was getting the same leads that paid for the platinum program. So I used to call, said, hey, I got a lead. They said, oh, that lead's not good because 5 other brokers got reached out to about the same deal. I said, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck is going on? How the fuck is everybody getting contact about the same lead? This is not exclusive. So then I start calling them out, and I said, bro, this is bullshit, bruh. This is bullshit. Like, you guys are falsely giving people leads, falsely. And it got to a point where I got emotional, and I was like, hey, what the hell is going on? And then they start buckling up like, oh shit, we're not giving out fake leads. Everybody's getting exclusive leads. Why is everybody getting the exclusive leads? When I called my leads, they said, I called another broker. I called this broker. I don't know if this is making sense, bro. Bro, if you looked at majority of the leads I was getting, they were people putting in fake information and fake numbers they'll get fake information and fake numbers and sending it to me. And I said, bro, you guys are putting in fake information and sending it over to me, and that's how y'all try to calculate this 15 leads a month. You guys are fucking trash.
Where we'll produce for you 7 to 25 exclusive real-time leads per month.
We want to make sure you make the best decision possible with your investment.
Bluntly, all he had to do is show where the $52 million is, and A, he would not be filing bankruptcy. That came out this morning, Delaney reported. B, he would not have had his company seized by the court.
I want you to really think about how settling and humbling of an experience this was for this gentleman, that he had to share with me that this is the first time, and I'm pretty certain that he's cried plenty of times about this decision that he made to work with Commercial Capital Training Group. And that's part of the warning that I'm making out there with people that are interested in coming into the broker training industry. There is these scammers out there. You know, given the lack of structure, the lack of regulation in this industry, that there's people that are willing to take advantage of people just like this. $70,000, man. And this is part of my purpose, part of my mission, is to try to see if I can expose people like this. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. This is part 2 of Surviving Commercial Capital Training Group. Kris Roglieri. Hopefully you appreciate the content for today. Of course, do me a favor, do all that YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, dislike. I don't give a damn. Kris, I know you're going to be disliking this video. I don't mind it at all. Drop a comment down, Kris. I would love, Kris, please give me the opportunity to do an interview with you. I would love to get some deep dive to get your part of this. Kim. Okay, Kris has already done deep dives. Okay, hey, let me stop being petty. We got to be serious here. We got a lot of people with lots of money. Kim, if you want to share your side of the story, I would love for you to come in here and share your experience with Commercial Capital Training Group, and just kind of let us know your 2 cents, and your side of the story. I appreciate it. Part 3 coming soon. We got another individual that got scammed by Kris Roglieri. We're also going to go over this video about Kim, okay, and trying to see what the hell, man. $3.75 million mansion that your professor, your teacher bought for you. Why? Why are you that good of a student? We'll find out.
Yeah, CCTG. Yeah, pretty much trash. Didn't make any money. I mean, same contract we could have got ourselves. All they did was charge us the money and then gave us a bunch of contacts and said, hey, you guys now.
This is not what I think. Right now it's me.